8-year-old Christina Sandhouse was living a little girl's dream. Then the tremors started.
The doctor said that the child would eventually die.
Racing the clock, desperate to live, doctors offer her one chance in a million.
There were no treatments except to take out half the brain.
It's the Ripley story you'll remember for the rest of your life. The girl with half a brain. Las Vegas is loaded with card sharks, but they can't go the distance compared to this card-chucking kid.
Everybody that sees me throw cards thinks it's impossible. And then it's, oh my God, how did you just throw that card over the building?
Tonight, Kelly Packard hits the deck as this card-wielding wonder boy attempts his toughest toss ever. Starving student Andy Dusing loves computers, but it's what he does with the boxes that will blow your mind.
I couldn't afford to go out and buy furniture, and I was like, I can make it out of the boxes.
From his coffee table to his comforter to these creature creations, almost everything Andy owns is constructed from cardboard. Plus, the inspirational story behind the man with the world's biggest hand. Why one family shares its home with 9 stinky swine. And she's addicted to chocolate. Now see how one woman's getting a chance to eat herself.
I'm gonna invite all my friends over and they're all gonna take a big bite of me.
Only on Ripley's Believe It or Not.
The clock starts right now on 60 minutes of the most unbelievable stories you'll ever see anywhere. And that's because you're watching Ripley's. Let's start out with Kelly Packard.
Dean, I am back in Sin City, Las Vegas, and you are going to love what we have in store for our viewers tonight. We're here at Fremont Street with Rick Smith Jr., a college student with a rocket arm. How you doing, Rick?
How are you?
Good. Where are you from?
Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland, Ohio. Anybody from Ohio? Now, he's not on Ripley's tonight because of his 90-mile-an-hour fastball. No, he's on Ripley's because of what he does with an ordinary deck of cards. Is that right?
That's right.
All right. He can throw a playing card so fast that he can slice a banana in half with a simple flick of his wrist. Now, I need an audience member to help me out with this demonstration. Anybody want to help me out? We'll go over here and get this lady. Come on in. What's your name?
Hi, honey. My name is Lillian Auspitz, and I'm from New Jersey.
New Jersey. We need your help. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Sure.
All right. I'm going to let Rick hold the banana for you, and you place her where you want her, and I'll just kind of watch. Good luck, Lillian.
Thank you, honey. You're so good.
Are you ready?
All right, which part do I hold? He's appealing.
You ready, Rick?
I'm ready.
Okay. There we go. That went right through. That was great. Was that fun? Lillian, thank you. You're a good sport, because I wouldn't have done that. I don't know if I trust you yet.
Oh.
All right, now it's not just speed, but accuracy that Rick is known for. And wait till you see his unbelievable demonstration of precision later in the show. So don't go anywhere, because you're watching Ripley's and we're just getting started.
Thanks, Kelly. Now, the kids we feature here on Ripley's are always unique and undoubtedly entertaining. But after you meet Tad, you can add inspirational to that list.
When 14-year-old Tad Leitz plays the cello, people notice. And not just because he's an accomplished musician. Tad was born missing his left arm, so believe it or not, this teen actually plays the cello using his foot. Though young, Tad has already seen his share of challenges. Orphaned in Vietnam, he was adopted by the Leitz family of Appleton, Wisconsin in 1990.
He had hearing problems, vision problems. He had problems with his liver. Just, this whole gamut of health problems.
Tad got his big break when Shriners Hospital for Children got involved. This charitable organization arranged for multiple surgeries, restoring Tad's vision and hearing. They also helped to provide a new prosthetic arm. Once quiet and withdrawn, Tad quickly came out of his shell. Now this active teen stays busy with soccer, video games, even the tuba. And when he's not downhill skiing, he's blowing away the competition in one-armed push-ups.
Do it, no one.
And just when his mom and dad thought they had seen and heard it all, Tad came home and told them that he had a new goal: to learn to play the cello. But his parents couldn't help wondering, could Tad manage such a complicated instrument using a prosthetic arm? The cello is designed for two hands. One frets the strings, while the other handles the bow. Unfortunately, despite his ambitions, Tad quickly found that his prosthetic didn't allow the feeling he needed. But he wasn't about to give up. So Tad came up with a solution on his own. Instead of using his hand, he would play the cello using his left foot. But even after finding a teacher who would help, it was still up to Tad to make it work. Tad tried taping it to his shoe, but the bow kept falling off. So Tad slipped off his shoe and sock and tried it barefoot. Incredibly, he was able to grip it firmly. But would he have the dexterity and fine touch necessary to actually play?
The hardest thing about playing that way with my left foot and my right hand is I'm backwards to everybody else.
While the foot method couldn't be more unorthodox, the sounds that Tad makes using it are beautiful.
I don't notice whether he's playing with a hand or a foot as long as we got the right sounds. So.
And in the end, though Tad has performed well-received concerts for countless audiences, for him, playing the cello isn't about recognition. But rather, this amazing kid does it because it's fun.
I want them to know that one arm isn't as bad as people think it is. It's like the same as having two arms, because pretty much all I'm doing is living my life to the fullest, having fun, and trying to be the best that I can be.
Now, Andy Dusing is your typical starving college student with a dilemma. He found the perfect apartment, but he couldn't afford to furnish the place. A little thinking outside the box led to a solution that landed him on Ripley's. Check it out.
When it comes to interior design, Andy Dusing never spends a dime. That's because, believe it or not, his house is full of one-of-a-kind creations that he's made entirely from cardboard boxes. Just after graduating from college, Andy Dusing was confronted with a dual dilemma: an empty apartment and zero money.
I couldn't afford to go out and buy furniture.
Andy was working part-time at a small computer store on campus.
There were all these leftover boxes, and sort of a light bulb came on and just sort of clicked inside my head.
Because where others saw cardboard trash, Andy saw opportunity. Suddenly, a new artistic side of Andrew began to emerge.
I could actually furnish my apartment with artwork.
Carefully measuring boxes, cutting them into pieces, then gluing and screwing them together, Andrew demonstrates how he's able to put together a computer box end table in only 2 hours. And Andrew didn't stop creating until he had everything he needed for his unusual bachelor pad.
The coffee table and the corner table. The chair that I'm sitting on, which actually incorporates both the styrofoam box inserts as well as the cardboard from the boxes. Then another small TV table.
So inspired by this burst of creativity, Andy even tried his hand at sculpture, creating pieces like this giant 8-foot giraffe and a cardboard-plated rhino right in his backyard. And despite a new job, as well as a little extra money, Andy continues to create furniture. He's constructed his entire bedroom set out of other people's trash. From his nightstand to his most impressive design, a cardboard box bed. With the exception of the mattress, everything is made from boxes, even his comforter.
My bed has this cardboard blanket that I made out of, it's all made out of Power Macintosh G4 boxes, headboard, footboard, the frame.
And as the lights go out, Andy's already dreaming up ideas for new cardboard creations.
Andy may actually be onto something there. World-famous architect Frank Gehry designed a corrugated cardboard chair, which today sells for about $4,500. We'll be right back.
Next, the Ripley's World Tour journeys deep into the heart of India to discover monks who truly suffer for their faith because they don't shave their heads and faces. In this sect, every strand of hair is agonizingly ripped and torn off by hand. Plus, you watched Rick Smith slice and dice a banana with an ordinary playing card. Now Kelly Packard's putting this card-flinging kid to a distance test you have to see to believe. And Connie Gilroy has a truly sinful sweet tooth.
I am madly in love with chocolate. It's my vice.
Find out how Connie's carbon copy candy statue is fulfilling her mouth-watering chocolate fantasy. Enter Robert Ripley's archives.
Robert Ripley, leave it or not. Leave it or not.
The year is 1952, and one clever inventor comes up with a plan to alleviate gridlock on the nation's highways by attaching a portable fuselage and wings to an ordinary car. In only a matter of minutes, he transforms this automobile into an airplane he calls the Aerocar. This amazing highway flyer soars over freeways with a top airspeed of 60 miles an hour. Unfortunately, the Aerocar concept never takes off with the general public because the driver must also have a license to fly.
Leave it or not.
Ripley's has camera crews around the globe searching for strange stories and unbelievable people. We want to remind you that all of the stories here are true. And this particular story will make your hair stand on end. India is tonight's stop on the Ripley's World Tour.
Twice a year, the Jain monks of India demonstrate their devotion to God by offering up their very hair. But they don't need a barber to cut it. In fact, they don't even use scissors or razors. Believe it or not, every hair on their head and face is ripped out by hand. For thousands of years, devotees have followed the teachings of Mahavira. This enlightened leader is believed to have given away all his worldly possessions to reach a state of grace. Today, true believers are required to follow the sect's strict and sometimes painful rules without question. After a morning of prayer and meditation, the devotee takes a seat on the floor and the pulling begins as his fellow monks join in the tormenting task. Without even wincing, the hair is ripped from the head or face, roots actually pulled from the flesh. Ceremonial lash is then rubbed onto the skin, ensuring a better grip as the feverish plucking increases. Minutes pass, then hours, until the hair is gone and the monk's flesh is completely exposed, with only droplets of blood left behind. With the excruciating ordeal finally over, the monks can enjoy 6 blissful months of personal reflection and healing before having to endure this harrowing ritual again. This 8-year-old child was diagnosed with a deadly disease. Now, doctors have only one shot at saving her.
They said she'd have to have half her brain removed.
It's the case rocking the medical world. But will this risky operation really work?
Having to take out half the brain is a horrendous operation.
The unimaginable surgery you'll never forget. The girl with half a brain. That's next. Plus, when Tomas Gomez's hand started growing, it never stopped. Now it weighs a whopping 20 pounds. Ripley's pays a visit on this remarkable, huge-handed man. And John and Lynn Vincent always bring home the bacon. That's because they live and sleep with 9 porky pigs.
We really enjoy our animals a lot.
Their stinky story still ahead in tonight's Unbelievable Animals.
Tonight we bring you not just a medical miracle, but a story of triumph. Now you may think that your life is tough, but doctors told Christina Sandhaus that she had a virus in her head, and the only way that she might survive was if she let them cut out half of her brain. Now this story contains some very graphic images.
When 8-year-old Christina Sandhaus complained of a small tremor in her ankle, no one imagined it was just the first sign of a terrible brain disease. A situation so critical, it would soon force the family to make a heartbreaking choice. Risk the condition turning fatal, or halt it by, as incredible as it sounds, surgically removing the entire right half of Christina's brain.
I was devastated. I had no clue what these doctors were even talking about because I've never heard of anything so barbaric in my life.
Growing up as a happy little girl in Bristol, Pennsylvania, Christina's days were filled with friends, family, soccer games, and swimming lessons. But when the tremors began, Christina's mother, Lynn, decided to take her to the local hospital and have it checked out. There was no way of knowing how sick her daughter already was.
And I thought, where's her shot? Where's the pill? You know, just to get this little tremor away.
After 2 days of testing, the results were shocking. A terrible virus called Rasmussen's encephalitis had suddenly and viciously attacked Christina's brain. Its cause is unknown, but this central nervous system disorder typically affects children under 10 years old, producing violent epileptic seizures and almost always leading to disastrous results.
Eventually, the child would become mentally retarded and then fall into a coma and then eventually die.
At a consultation at Baltimore's Johns Hopkins Hospital, Dr. John Freeman gave the frightened family a glimmer of hope. There was a chance that Christina might survive, but the cure carried an unthinkable price.
It was going to get worse. We could tell her that there were no treatments for this condition except to take out half the brain.
The rare and last resort procedure, called a hemispherectomy, halts the infection by literally removing half of the brain. Overwhelmed, the family tries to decide what to do. But for Christina, time is running out.
Within 2 months, her whole body was in seizures. She was having over 100 seizures a day.
Being the only possible chance to save her life, Christina and her parents jointly make the decision to proceed with the operation. But would it mean a life of disability and permanent brain damage? Completely aware of what's happening to her, Christina struggles to make sense of it all.
She'd ask me, what's going to happen to me? Will I remember people?
These actual photos, taken shortly before being wheeled into surgery, demonstrate this brave girl's selfless efforts to comfort her worried mom. But would this be the final time mother and daughter ever spoke? And if she did survive, would Christina ever be the same?
She looked up at me and she just said, Mom, I'll be fine. I'll dream I'm playing soccer, and you'll always be in my heart, my heart, my heart.
Next, surgeons embark on a landmark operation to save little Christina's life, but nothing can prepare her mother for what happens next.
Dr. Freeman came out and he said, you ran into a little problem.
Crisis in the OR. Don't miss the emotional ending to this life or death drama when Ripley's returns with The Girl with Half a Brain. And you'll want to tag along when we pay a visit on the man with the world's biggest hand. That and much more still ahead. Now, Ripley's returns to the story you'll remember for the rest of your life. The dramatic conclusion to The Girl with Half a Brain.
After being diagnosed with a rare brain disease, 8-year-old Christina Sandhaus and her parents find themselves faced with a devastating situation. Racing against time, they come to the grim realization that Christina will certainly die unless surgeons attempt a risky operation known as a hemispherectomy, a procedure that would remove half of Christina's brain. In a desperate effort to live, Christina and her parents choose to proceed.
This virus is a Pac-Man, and it's just eating away at her brain, and it's just making her deteriorate a lot quicker than I ever imagined.
Dr. Ben Carson and a team of neurosurgeons begin the radical surgery to remove the brain, as the family anxiously waits.
5 o'clock goes by, 6 o'clock goes by, 6:30, Dr. Freeman came out and he said, we ran into a little problem.
What the family doesn't know is how serious that little problem really is. Back in the OR, doctors can't stop the flow, as Christina begins bleeding to death on the operating table. Surgeons find it difficult to clip and tie off the girl's minuscule blood vessels. Miraculously, the bleeding stops. Christina begins to stabilize, and 14 hours after entering the operating room, she is finally reeled out.
I put my hand in her hand, and I said, Christina, squeeze my hand if you can hear me. Just squeeze it, give me a sign. She squeezed my hand. That was the best moment of my life.
And while the surgery is a success, only time will tell what the permanent results will be. This case was so unique that Christina's progress was monitored by round-the-clock hospital video, showing her already walking shortly after surgery. And since she's only 8 years old, there's a good chance that the remaining left side or logical side of the brain will compensate for the right or emotional side that surgeons remove.
In children, the brain has a great ability to recover, to take over other functions.
And you can draw a circle.
Christina struggles to control the left side of her body, which has been affected by the operation. And while progress is slow at first, amazingly, only 2 months after having half of her brain removed, Christina is ready to go back to school. A truly emotional reunion that this brave survivor recalls fondly to this day.
I don't know if it was too much that I thought I was going to get behind, but I really miss my friends. I just wanted my friends to know that I made it.
And despite suffering 2 years of headaches, 10 times stronger than any migraine, Christina is now able to lead a normal life.
I took it as a challenge how many people could actually live through their life with half a brain.
Her philosophy is, I am not going to sweat the small stuff, Mom. I already went through the big stuff. This stuff now in my life, it just rolls right off her shoulder.
Christina still has slightly limited motion on her left side, but says it's the spinal fluid that now fills the leftover space in her head that is the most distracting side effect of all.
If I jerk my head, I can hear it swishing and it feels kind of weird.
Still, this high school freshman has never looked back. Incredibly, she takes Taekwondo classes, writes for the school paper, and is a member of the varsity bowling team. And as hard as it is to believe, Christina actually outperforms many of her classmates.
Now I'm getting first honors, all 90s. I ranked 52 out of 273 freshmen. I'm doing great.
I think they are inspired by her. I think they can look at her and say, geez, you got first honors, you know, maybe I can do that too.
She wants to be the best. Now she is definitely my pillar of strength.
And now this young survivor is giving something back, speaking to other students on behalf of the Epilepsy Foundation, educating them about brain disorders. She says she hopes to one day become a doctor, so she too can give others a second chance at life.
I feel lucky that I had a second chance at life. I think I'm blessed.
Now that's the kind of story that makes you appreciate all the simple things in life.
Ripley's world of unbelievable animals.
Nestled in the rolling hills of the Colorado mountains, John and Lynn Vincent live a seemingly normal life on their 24-acre ranch. But their house is a real pigsty. Literally. Because believe it or not, the Vincents actually live with 9 full-grown pigs. 11 years ago, when Lynn brought home the couple's first pig, Bacon, John wasn't sure what to think.
I had the same misconceptions that most people have about pigs, that they're kind of dirty, dumb animals. Pork chop, pork chop!
But John came to love Bacon. And soon, Bacon was joined by Hambone, Pork Chop, Hamburger, Hamlet, Zorro, Gretel, Hoover, and Top Hog. Each pig becoming a special part of the family. These 9 spoiled swine even have their own special pig door so they can come and go as they please. And when they're watching television, relaxing on the sofa, even taking baths, they love the attention. And surprisingly, these unusual pets don't stink up the house any more than a dog would.
They're always happy to see you. They sit on the couch and always comfort you. We really enjoy our animals a lot.
But not everyone is as into a house full of hogs as the Vincents.
I knew that all of my friends at work were going to give me a real hard time for having a pet pig. So I decided to start training him to do some tricks. I wanted my pig to be smarter than their dog, so I got the last laugh.
And soon, the pigs were demonstrating their intellectual superiority in a variety of ways.
Wave hello.
They wave hello.
There you go.
And fetch the mail.
Good boy.
Play basketball.
Okay. Good boy.
Even moonwalk.
Good.
But with all they do, is there anything these talented pigs can't do?
I've never been able to get a pig to actually roll all the way over. They won't put themselves in that kind of danger, and they also won't catch anything in their mouth, like a Frisbee.
And at the end of the day, these pets' favorite activity is crawling into a comfortable bed with John and Lynn. Believe it.
Everyone has probably traced their hand for an art project at one time or another. This is what my hand looks like. The other outline is the hand of Tomas Gomez. Notice anything different?
Farmer Tomas Gomez is a true inspiration around the coffee fields of Nicaragua. Supporting his family by working with his hands, something this brave survivor thought he'd never be able to do, after a rare disease caused his right hand to balloon to 5 times its normal size. When Tomas was born, both of his hands appeared normal. But by the age of 5, his right hand had already begun to grow more rapidly than his left. Within months, his middle and ring fingers had exploded in size.
Yo me asustaba pues porque la mano me iba creciendo, se me iba creciendo.
Tomas was eventually diagnosed with the rare disorder known as elephantiasis, characterized by a gross enlargement of the limbs. It's believed to be the result of lymphatic vessels inflamed by bacterial infection. Unfortunately for Tomas, by the time the diagnosis had been made, the damage had been done. And at an astounding 20 pounds, Tomas has the biggest hand in the world.
He could have gotten a better prognosis if he had come to us sooner. So now that he comes to us at this stage, there's very little that we can offer to him.
But despite his disfigurement, Tomas has persevered, even marrying his childhood sweetheart.
No, porque no me fijé. Yo dije, yo me voy a casar porque, pues él me dijo, claro, me dice, yo me caso porque te quiero.
Since the condition is not hereditary, Tomas does not worry that any of his 5 children might develop it. In fact, he's got a 6th child on the way. And that is just fine for this baseball-playing father whose heart is the only thing bigger than his hand.
Tomas's hand has finally stopped growing. And his options at this point are limited to 2. Amputate the enlarged hand, or just live and let live.
Next, Rick Smith can send a simple playing card soaring hundreds of feet with the flick of his wrist. He'll show you how he does it when he shares the tricks of his trade with Kelly. And it comes in all shapes and sizes. But find out how you can have your favorite confection cast in your own image. The fascinating story behind these scrumptious sculptures, next.
Now let's go back to Kelly Packard with tonight's unbelievable act.
That's right, Dean. Rick Smith Jr. is a college student with a killer fastball, but he's best known for the incredible distance he gets throwing cards. Rick can throw ordinary playing cards farther and more accurately than anyone else in the world. Hello, Rick.
Hi, how are you?
How you doing? The obvious question is, how did you learn to throw a playing card?
I just picked up the cards when I was young and started flipping them against the wall.
Okay, well, it sounds really easy, but is there a secret to this?
There's definitely a secret to this.
And can you show me?
Sure. You gotta throw the card like a curveball.
So exactly how do I do that?
Okay, you gotta use the 2 forefingers and your thumb. You take it with a little bit of a flick of the wrist, you can actually release the card.
That looks easy enough. Let me try this. Okay, so 2 fingers.
2 fingers.
And then the thumb.
Bend your wrist.
Okay.
And throw it.
That wasn't too bad. All right, before we see how accurate Rick is with the playing card, he's going to warm up with some distance throws. He earned the world record title with a distance throw of over 200 feet. Take a look at this.
Since he was a kid, Rick's always had 2 passions in life: magic, especially card tricks, and baseball. Then one day, he finally decided to bring his 2 loves together. When it comes to throwing cards, most people, if they're lucky, can only manage a few feet. But Rick realized he was a natural. And soon he was sending them flying for incredible distances.
Everybody that sees me throw cards thinks it's impossible until they actually see it. And then it's, oh my God, how did you just throw that card over the building?
Soon, Rick set his sights on the world card-throwing distance record, a mark at 201 feet that seemed untouchable to most, but not to Rick.
I could throw a baseball from home plate all the way over left field fence. I could throw a card and break the record of 201 feet.
In an empty auditorium, his first few throws come up short, but his final attempt sends his card well past 200 feet. Though it may be difficult to see, that's Rick's card right there at an inconceivable 211 feet. The measuring tape officially tells the tale. Rick has just decimated the old record by more than 11 feet.
Now that was indoors, and tonight we're outside, and the conditions aren't right for a record throw, but that's not stopping Rick from attempting to hit this canopy that's at least 90 feet over our heads here at Fremont Street. Well, okay, I gotta see this. So now that he's a little warmed up, let's see what you can do.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Where are you gonna be aiming?
Why don't we aim towards the 4?
The 4 in the red crown?
Yeah, let's try over
Okay,
there.
this is 90 feet. Oh, he's going again. There it goes. That hit it! That shows the distance he can throw. Now let's see how hard he can throw it. He is gonna attempt to put the edge of a card into a watermelon rind. I gotta see this.
Me too.
I'm gonna stand back at a safe distance. Come on, Rick, you can do this. Hey! That was great! Well, now that he's warmed up, we thought we would put this pitcher on the mound with a little test of accuracy. Now, he's gonna attempt to throw a card through that little hole in this target. Now, I know it sounds easy, but we thought we'd let a few hot shots from the audience try it. Who wants to try this? I think we got some people over here. Follow me. Rick's gonna hand out some cards to you guys. All right. Now feel free to move up closer because I don't think you're gonna make it. Okay, let's see you try it. Oh, he's a lefty. Okay, well, let's see if you can try it. I think he's gonna do good, I can tell. Well, maybe not. Good try. All right, last one. Let's see how far you can throw it. Okay, one more try. He says one more try. Okay, so it's obviously not so easy now, is it, everybody? Well, Rick, it's time for you to strut your stuff.
Gotta adjust to the wind.
Oh, you gotta adjust to the wind, okay.
So, let's take a few here.
All right. Woo! Yeah! That's great! That was awesome! Did you know you could do it?
I knew I could do it.
All right. Rocket arm Rick Smith Jr. nails a throw with an ordinary playing card, and you saw it only on Ripley's.
Still ahead, Ripley's reveals the latest in one-of-a-kind tasty trends. Far-out chocolate figurines that look like you. And he was a master magician who swore he'd return from the dead. Find out why Harry Houdini's personal handcuffs promised to hold the key to his resurrection. When Dean leads the way into the Ripley's vault. Next. Amazing stories and unbelievable people. Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Check out this TV. It's made of 100% chocolate. Good enough to eat. Well, Ripley's found a company that will make anything good enough to eat. Check this out.
These days, it's as if anything can be made out of chocolate. From the seasonal Santa Claus, an edible Easter bunny, to footballs, a house, even the presidential seal can be made from the sweet stuff. Now, Ripley's has found one company, Chocolates a la carte, attempting to take candy creations to a whole new level. Believe it or not, for the first time using ordinary chocolate, they'll attempt to create an exact miniature of a human model.
I am madly in love with chocolate. It's my vice.
Meet Connie Gilroy, a fitness trainer and model. For this chocolate lover, sitting for a lifelike sculpture made with her favorite sweet treat was perfect.
I thought, what a great idea.
The artist responsible for creating this edible artwork is Jean Cherie.
It was nice working with Connie, that's someone that's got nice definition. It translates very nicely into the sculpture.
For nearly 3 days, Jean works on just the first step of the process, making a miniature Connie in clay. From there, it's on to Chocolates a la carte. Here, in their Southern California factory, master candy maker Frank Gookins will be in charge of recreating Jean's sculpture of Connie into chocolate.
We'll take that clay piece and make a hard resin copy that we can use in order to make plastic molds. We'll put that into a vacuum forming machine, and now we have the ability of making chocolate in those molds.
Finally, the fun part. A pastry bag is filled with molten chocolate, and Connie's confection starts to take shape. Every part of the statue will be 100% chocolate and entirely edible, even down to the lifelike skin tone.
Her body chocolate is white chocolate with confectionery dye.
And at last, after a final spraying of yellow-dyed chocolate is applied to match her hair, the custom Candy Connie is ready.
We finally finished, and I think we've caught you. You tell us.
This is amazing. Oh, I can't believe it.
And with one minor adjustment,
Down here. There we go. Perfect. I love it.
and though Connie's obviously pleased with her one-of-a-kind keepsake, she knows it won't last. Like all great art, it's meant to be shared.
I can't wait. I'm going to invite all my friends over, and they're all going to take a big bite of me.
Down here in the Ripley's vault is where many artifacts of the rich and famous are stored. For example, these handcuffs belonged to the world's greatest escape artist, Harry Houdini. Actually, his real name was Eric Weiss. He died on Halloween at age 52 from a burst appendix. While on his deathbed, Houdini left these Brahma lock cuffs to his brother with very specific instructions in case he died. His brother was to hold a seance, place the handcuffs in the center of the table, and then attempt to contact Harry in the spirit world. Houdini promised that he would unlock the cuffs from the afterlife to prove that it was actually him. Now, on every Halloween since 1926, a seance has been held in hopes that Harry will one day unlock the cuffs and pull off his greatest escape from the grave. Unbelievable? Believe it.
Those with the guts.
All right, let's do this.
Win the glory. Fear Factor. Back-to-back episodes. Tonight starting at 7. Only on Chiller. Scary Good.